Ooh, what? That does not sound good. Oh! What was that? What was that?
I smacked the table. Y'all got it?
Oh! Like.
Oh, can I take my blindfold off now?
Morning. Happy Saturday. I had a couple questions I was going to answer. First of all, the one was about what kind of food Bug eats now. This is Science Diet, sensitive stomach and skin, and he absolutely loves it. The reason why I wasn't giving him enough is because with kibble, before he was getting 1 cup of kibble. So this is equal to 1 cup, but there aren't as many calories in this, and that's what I wasn't taking into consideration. So he gobbles this up like there is no tomorrow. I get this off of Amazon because I think that's the least expensive place that you can get it. It's pricey, but he's happy, healthy, and he's back to normal. Also got some questions about the kitchen reno and the pricing. We had the gentleman come over and give us a price. So to paint all of the cabinets so they look like they were painted in a factory, they take the doors off, sand them down, fill in the holes, and they spray them with an epoxy paint. That's going to be $6,000. Now we've got a lot of cabinets in here, and I think that's a good price in comparison to ripping out the cabinets and putting brand new ones in the same spaces. I mean, we're not changing the layout, so that's $6,000. So if you haven't seen our kitchen before, the quote for the paint includes all of the cabinets. It also includes the ceiling and all of the molding. So we would have these cabinets and there's a radiator behind there. That's why there's mesh. And then we have all of that as well. And then he would also paint the doors. That's our pantry. But I wanted to tell you a couple things about these two. Other things that are included in that $6,000 price, they're going to remove this, drywall it, remove and put the molding back. I'm going to put some really chunky wooden shelves here because we're taking out the prep sink, and that's going to be where we keep our Keurig. And we're hoping that we can take the water line and maybe bring it up out of that corner. So if we ever want an ice maker, etc., we would have access to the water. And then regarding this door, my sister was going to give me a door to put here because I want a wooden door, but I'm going to see what's underneath that, if it's an oak door, and then they're going to remove that and add some glass. Same thing with that. We're going to do that. So that's included in the price as well. In regards to our island, I'm going to strip all the paint off and we're going to add a regular piece of either granite or quartz. They quoted me for all of this, all of that. That's a lot of quartz and granite. It's probably going to be around $45,000 to $5,000. That's medium grade quartz or granite. My idea is to remove that and put a humongous, I shouldn't say humongous, a big chandelier there. And then I'm going to do some lighting above these windows. We're getting rid of all of this lighting mess. And then for this area, the microwave is going to go, and we're going to add our wine cooler that's sitting out in the sunroom. So that will fit perfectly in there. And then if not, they'll put a little bit of a spacer there. And then my idea is the inside of our pantry, but it's no bueno right now. So we've got access to electricity, and I think what I'm going to do is remove one of the shelves inside the pantry and put our toaster and an air fryer in there because it's pretty big in there. And that way all of the appliances are hidden. We can get rid of the microwave, and the kitchen is kind of, it looks better. And I'm going to be removing all of the tile on the wall and the floor, and we will replace that ourselves. So that's the kitchen plan. So on today's agenda, my plan is to run to the Greensboro shrub place and buy some plants for the fire pit area. If they don't have them, I'm still going to take the rocks and build the walls. These rocks have been in our driveway since April. So April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months. I think it's time to get them gone. And one last thing before I get going, I ran into, so my sister-in-law works at Pine Top, the tennis place, and one of her friends is an ophthalmologist. So I kind of picked her brain a little bit yesterday, but I did notice that I played tennis Thursday and Friday, and yesterday, the day after I played tennis, this eye is very irritated, and I accidentally touched my eye with my fingers after I'd been messing with the ball. So I don't know if I'm allergic to the clay. I don't know if there's mold or fungus on the clay courts because they keep them wet. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting one step closer. Just one step closer. It seemed so simple. Very, very simple. Very simple. Like no cell phones, only the home phone. So entertainment at night was watching the Brady Bunch, and I wanted to show you what I bought for the fire pit. I was thinking of something different, but when I came across these, I thought this is perfect because they're low maintenance. They'll get big enough to fill the space, and they'll give a little bit of color. Have a lot of work to do yet. We need to finish the fence down at the bottom, and then we're putting something on top of there so you can't see the seam. I also need to paint this rail, and I'm going to paint that black because I like it better, I think, than the white. So these are Encore azaleas, and they will get like 4x4. So I'm going to put 2 here. And the landscaping company is coming back in a couple of weeks to move this chameleon tree. And that's going to go right. It's going to look like that. So it'll be tree, azalea, 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 and tree. So that tree is going there. And I wanted to tell you a story about that. You heard my story from a couple weeks ago. The lady that lived in this house from 1950 to 1975 told me a story about that. She said that her father used to barbecue on that, which I think is such a cool story. My goal is to get it all cleaned up. There will be mulch here, and then around each azalea and tree, I'm going to build a rock wall, maybe about 6 inches tall, so it's going to give some height back there. All that will be mulch, and then my idea is to put some kind of really an antique flower pot thing with flowers coming out of that. That's my idea there. But as for today, instead of needing to run to Lowe's and get some stuff to plant these bushes, I think I'm just going to clean things up. We've got so many weeds everywhere that need to be cut down. And then tomorrow I can start planting these. But just leaving and coming back, I don't know if you're like that, but if you have to keep leaving your will to do stuff is just, mine goes down the drain. So I think I need to stay here and get busy. Bug. You are filthy. Before I go in, I wanted to show you what I did, and Bug has been out for 3 hours. He is filthy, so he's going to get a bath, but let me show you what I did. So I got all of my peonies chopped down and all of the daisies back there. So these beds are basically ready to go. There he comes. And then I cleaned that up. There were a whole bunch of weeds. Cleaned that up back there. And then I chopped all of this. This ivy was getting out of hand. So I just clipped it all back all the way along there. And I trimmed, trimmed all these bushes too. So everything is ready for the winter. Still need to trim this one down. And then I did this last weekend, but I need to trim all of those bushes down. And I wanted to show you how many bags of junk that I cut down today. All of those, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And I did those the other day. So, and this is going in the next couple weeks. Gone. Bug, do you want to come in? Come on, let's go. In. Let's go in. Come on, Goofy. Come on. There you go.